In this edition of In Focus, see how the Keyspan team pulled together to restore service to our Lexington customers. Spend a summer day on the North Fork of Long Island with one of our meter readers. But first, some news. Keyspan unveiled its new Key to Wellness program at health, wellness, and safety fairs held in New York, Long Island, and New England. Employees received information from healthcare providers and had the opportunity to get their blood pressure tested and even get a relaxing back massage. The fair also provided safety information as part of the company's new Think Safety campaign. And speaking of fairs, Energy Management hosted an energy fair at the Waltham headquarters last month. Employees learned about Keyspan's energy efficiency, marketing, and trade relations programs. Highlights of the fair included equipment displays, energy savings demonstrations, online energy audits, and raffles for employees. These energy management tips will come in handy as we head into the winter months. In December, Keyspan contributed $1 million to fuel assistance funds in each of our service territories. This money will be distributed by our fuel fund partners to help low-income customers pay their heating bills this winter. All those celebrity chefs got nothing on the gas sales and marketing folks who converted a 275-gallon oil tank into a fully mobile barbecue grill. General Shop's skilled craftsmen in Brentwood completed the transformation with the support of Fleet Services. The barbecue debuted in the Canarsie Yard, where everyone enjoyed grilled cuisine while learning about the Employee Lead program and contributing to the United Way's Project Warmth. What a deal for a buck! In November, Keyspan presented New York City Mayor Michael Bloomberg with the deed to the former site of the company's Elmhurst gas tanks. The 6.5-acre property in Queens was the home of the Elmhurst holders, which were famous for their checkerboard pattern and were a familiar landmark to drivers on the Long Island Expressway. Keyspan dismantled the tanks in 1996 and sold the property to New York City for $1. Construction on a new park for the area is expected to start in about 1 year. Keyspan celebrated Hispanic Heritage Month with a number of events. The Hispanic Leadership Organization hosted a celebration in Metrotech with education as the theme. Carmen Farina of the New York City Department of Education was the keynote speaker.
1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 1, 2. There you go.
At Waltham's Fall Mixer, employees enjoyed delicious food and traditional dance performances. They also learned about Hispanic Americans who have influenced our history, art, music, and culture. Now let's spend a summer's day on the North Fork of Long Island with one of our meter readers.
That one is blocked with bushes. Wow. Get out of here before you let them out. Here they come. Night before you get your work, so you know where you're going the next day. And then the next day you just come in and get your computer, the Itron, your car, and make sure you don't have any flats, and you gas up if you didn't do it the night before, and dog spray. It's a very physical job, and it's not for everybody because you're moving all day long. You're either parking the car and walking for a couple hours, or you're constantly in and out of the car. If you're not fit, this job will make you fit. We're out here in Conic wine country. Everything is spread out. There's a lot of dirt roads you have to go down, a lot of old farmhouses. Depending on how spread out it is, it's probably between 200 and 300 stops a day. Some of them may be commercial, some may be gas and electric. You may have to go into a basement, which is going to obviously take you more time. Okay, watch, don't kill yourself. Down in like the little heart of town, things might be closer together where you have little neighborhoods. There's a few developments, but not many condos out here. We're up west, where everything is more condensed and close together, and those meter readers have to just walk without dragging the car. For me, being inside is very hard. I'm just an outdoor person. And I worked in the office for about a year, and I absolutely hated it. I'd rather be outside 9 out of 10 times, except in the rain. In the rain, I could stay in, but I really don't mind the snow if it's not too bad. Or the real cold. I can, you know, we dress for the cold. We all get used to it pretty quick, and if you don't, then, you know, the job isn't for you. Just reading the meter. A lot of places out here, people have seen me for years, so they have told me I don't have to knock, the door's open, just go down. Some people just don't want to be bothered and prefer it that way. How are you?
Good, how are you?
Good. Generally, most people are very nice. Hi, how you doing? Would you like a glass of water or a soda for the road? But once in a while, you get that irate customer who's mad because he lost power during the nor'easter 5 years ago, and they're still mad at that. Or they got a high bill. But for the most part, people here are pretty nice. You just have to, you know, get moving, get it done.
It was the loudest boom, and it shook the whole street. And then I looked up and I saw debris and smoke coming out, and immediately fire.
Keyspan was in the headlines last month when a gas explosion caused a major outage that took 1,800 customers out of service along 25 miles of main.
We had a very significant incident in Lexington, Massachusetts, when a construction crew inadvertently connected a high-pressure 60-pound gas main into a 2-pound system in the town of Lexington. Unfortunately, before we could shut down the system, a home also suffered an explosion. Nobody was seriously hurt, and we're really thankful for that because the situation could have been a lot worse.
Keyspan immediately accepted responsibility for the incident.
I take personal responsibility for what happened. We believe it was as a result of human error.
Keyspan responded by shutting down area service to ensure the safety of the surrounding community. Then we began the painstaking process of getting the gas flowing again.
It was a mammoth effort. Over 500 people have been involved. In less than 12 hours, we were able to mobilize more than 150 people from New York City and Long Island to begin the trip up to Waltham so we could start the deployment to the Lexington restoration process.
Crews from New Hampshire, Cape Cod, and neighboring utilities also helped restore the system. Keyspan Home Energy Service technicians went house to house inspecting and repairing home heating equipment. Community Relations reached out to elderly and critical care customers. Keyspan personnel also manned command centers and a dedicated phone line.
Keyspan, my name is Ms. Baker. How may I help you?
A big part of our strategy was to communicate effectively with the customers in Lexington. We did that by creating an internet site, and we sent sales and energy management teams going door to door to let customers know what was happening and when they could expect to get service restored.
Most of Lexington was back in service safely and reliably in under a week's time. And in the immediate aftermath of the incident, Keyspan instituted operating changes to help avoid a similar situation in the future. But what stuck in many customers' minds was how well we managed this situation, from the way we handled the restoration to how we handled responsibility for the incident. As one customer put it, "It was so refreshing for your president to stand up and say honestly that it was a mistake made by Keyspan and that Keyspan would do everything in their power to make it right." Or, as another said, "Keyspan recognized the situation and did the right thing. You have earned my respect." And all the employees who worked so diligently for so long have clearly earned the respect of all of us at Keyspan. Well, that's it for this edition of In Focus. We leave you now with a holiday jingle from Keyspan's Festival Chorus. See you next month.
Rock the night away. Jingle bell time is In this edition of In Focus, see how Keyspan's operations and environmental areas work together on a huge project. Learn how the formation of a new affinity group is cause for celebration at Keyspan. But first, some news. The National Grid Keyspan integration is moving forward. Keyspan's Robert B. Cattell and National Grid President and CEO Mike Jasanis are out front in public spreading the message about the benefits of the combined company to both companies' stakeholders. Educating these stakeholders with timely, clear, and useful information is key to a successful integration.
We really think there are a lot of benefits of this transaction, the two companies together. We think it will allow us to provide better service to our customers, make investments in infrastructure and technology which are needed to do that. We think it will help us keep rates down going into the future. And another very important thing, because of the company that National Grid is, it will allow us to maintain our commitment to the community.
Naming Tier 1 integration team leaders is another important step in the integration process. This top-level team will direct efforts to integrate the two companies. Kwang Nui and John Caraselli, National Grid Keyspan integration leaders, report the team will begin work in mid-April and provide relevant information to employees as soon as it's available. It was jump shots, layups, and three-pointers galore at the second annual Hoops for Charity event held at Lynbrook High School on Long Island. The Energy Transactions area sponsored the fun event that raised $15,000 for the Juvenile Diabetes Research Institute. Bob Cattell threw the ceremonial jump ball as hundreds of employees participated in the event. It didn't matter whether employees rolled gutter balls or a perfect game of 300. The Junior Achievement Bowl-a-thon was a success. Bob Cattell kicked off the event by rolling the first ball at Melville Lanes on Long Island. Employees raised $59,000 for a worthy organization. Employees dressed as Shrek, and a clown entertained the more than 300 members of the Keyspan family who attended the bowl-a-thon. The Key to Wellness initiative is an enterprise-wide program which provides employees with opportunities to stay healthy, and Keyspan's corporate fitness centers located in Hicksville, Melville, Waltham, and Metrotech are where employees can get fit. Recently, the company renovated the Metrotech Fitness Center, creating a modern facility for employees. More than 350 employees attended an open house to see the new workout space and equipment. To celebrate Black History Month, the Black Leadership at Keyspan organization held its annual International Food Fair in New York and a soul food feast in New England. Employees dined on delicious international cuisine such as Greek moussaka, Korean kimchi, West Indian escovitch fish, barbecued ribs, and other tasty delights. In New York, Carrie Gans, a registered dietitian, spoke to the group before the Spirit of Jazz provided entertainment. In New England, the festivities included an African and Afro jazz dance performance, a movie, and a Swahili Nia exercise class. Congratulations to Shared Services for receiving a major honor from the International Quality and Productivity Center. Keyspan and Cadbury Schweppes were both recognized in this global competition for being one of the best new shared services organization in the nation. Shared Services achievements come from its dedicated employees and the leadership of Executive Vice President Lenore Puleo, who recently retired after 32 years with the company. Lenore hands over Shared Services to the capable hands of Senior Vice President Colleen Cirillo, who will guide the group into the next tier of service and success. Replacing your roof at home is a big job, but just imagine replacing the steel roof of our biggest oil storage tank. It's 76,000 square feet with total gross weight of 600,000 pounds.
This tank was one of the largest on the East Coast. Its capacity is 27 million gallons.
The tank is one of 5 storage tanks in our Northport power plant that hold number 6 fuel oil we burn to make electricity. In a job that took about a year and 3 years planning before that, we verified that the tank itself was structurally sound. We emptied and cleaned the entire inside of all usable fuel and residue. We made minor repairs to the shell, floor, and columns, and of course we replaced corroded roof plates that posed a safety hazard to workers. The work was completed this February without a hitch, but not without its challenges.
We're working 50 feet in the air, cutting off an old roof and putting on a roof, so there's personal safety. There's bringing the steel up and bringing it down and getting it off site, and all of the welding had to be done on the roof.
If the challenges were great, so were the opportunities to get a rare inside view of the tank for Keyspan and our partners at the New York State Department of Environmental Conservation. They're considering rewriting regulations that govern number 6 fuel oil tanks.
What the DEC saw here today will definitely influence the way they write these regulations for the future. They were trying to gather as much information as possible, and we're quite grateful for the opportunity to see the inside condition of this tank.
The job gave us the opportunity to demonstrate, as we have at other plants and tanks, that the interior sections of our tanks are in good condition. It was also a great example of teamwork among areas including environmental and power engineering, electric production, non-destructive examination, and contract management. Fit for service, the newly improved Northport tank now just awaits a fresh coat of paint, which it will get this summer. Learning the culture and traditions of the ethnic groups in our marketplace helps us better understand our diverse customer base. Asian Americans are one of the fastest growing demographics in the United States. Like the communities Keyspan serves, Asian employees represent a wide cross-section of countries.
I'm delighted to announce the formation of a new affinity group called the Keyspan Asian Leadership Association, or KALA, K-A-L-A. We welcome KALA as our newest affinity group, and we're very excited about it. This organization was formed by Grace Cheng and by Shinlei Panray, both of marketing, to recognize and address needs that are specific to the professional life of Asian Americans at Keyspan.
KALA comes at a time when Keyspan is starting another multicultural campaign for the Asian market.
Right now, I'm just really proud to be a Chinese American employee of Keyspan with the formation of KALA, the Keyspan Asian Leadership Association, and just events that are going around. We're going to continue the Chinese marketing campaign this spring.
The new Asian Spring campaign is starting now in Chinese newspapers, radio, and television. In fact, Keyspan's multicultural marketing campaign for the Asian and Hispanic population won the distinguished Rosoff Award, which recognizes initiatives that promote greater diversity in Boston advertising and business.
Happy New Year. I'm really honored to be here on behalf of Keyspan this morning to usher in the Year of the Dog. I'm particularly proud to be here because one of my colleagues, Grace Cheng, is here. She's participating in what I believe is the only all-women lion dance troupe in North America. So, good luck, Grace.
Well, lion dance is rooted in martial arts, so there's a strong martial arts component to it. We do lion dance. We have other kind of props that we use, flags, we have drumming. We also do a dragon dance, which is a 9-person dragon dance. And these are all things that, showcase our skills in martial arts, but the lion dance is probably the most popular. So when you see important occasions, festivals, especially Chinese New Year, it really is a symbol for bringing in good luck. The store owners will typically offer us fruit like an orange or a lettuce, as well as a small packet of money as kind of an offering to us to have the lion do a dance for them and bring them luck. I don't think it's a side that people really know about me. They know that I do this thing called the lion dance, but never really put the image together with me.
Up, down, up. Down, up, down.
It's very physically exhausting. It's kind of a loud kind of activity, and it's not something people would picture me doing, but I was glad I was able to share that side of me and really have people enjoy it.
Happy New Year. Happy New Year. See you later.
Well, that's it for this edition of In Focus. I'm Carmen Fields. We'll see you next month.